These are the glues I use. These are the glues I use. Glues. See ya, you don't live on glue.
So we got another glue off here. Let me give you a little background on what I've done so far. So I've put foam tack here up against some of the more popular glues for fixing foam airplanes like E-flite. I did this after watching a video on YouTube and I wanted to try it myself. So what I really found out is most of the glues, and these are the ones I've done already, most of them are basically the same. There's some caveats with them that you got to watch out for, but they're all basically, I could use all of them for fixing an airplane. It'd be fine. What I wanted to do is try something that's not supposed to be the best. And I thought, hey, Elmers, this has been around since I was a kid and long before that. And this is your basic go-to white glue, non-toxic, to fix things. I know this is foam safe. I remember my grandmother using this a long time ago to glue styrofoam Christmas ornaments that she made. So it's been around forever as a craft glue. So I thought, well, would this be what you don't want to use? So I want to find out how much it holds as well as if it does the foam tack. Well, let me also do the disclaimer here. This is a hobby. It's supposed to be enjoyable. You're supposed to have fun. And actually trying all these glues is kind of fun for me to see which actually works. And would Elmer's be a good glue to use if you're like in a pinch and can't get any glue anyplace else and you need to fix your plane? So let's see. I've got a whole pile of foam here, and we're going to do the same thing we do with the other ones we've tried. We're just going to cut some pieces the same size as each one. Now I know Elmer's glue dries hard. This stuff is more of a rubbery compound. I'm going to try a hinge. I don't know how well it's going to work or even it's going to work at all because the Elmer's will dry hard. But we're going to try it and see. So let me cut some foam and get to gluing. Now it's time to do some gluing in between the Elmer's glue wall and the foam tack. I've got various different things. We got a hinge for each one. Since this is Elmer's and it's a wood glue, and that's really what it works best at, and I still use it for that, we're going to try wood on foam. This is a piece of E-flite plain. Got some mystery foam here. I'm not really sure what kind this is. This comes as a packing material. So I just figured we'd try that. Piece of an Aero Scout hood. Regular styrofoam, dollar store foam board with the paper removed on one side. And then we're going to do all that. So let me glue these. I'll use the foam tack the way I always do. With the Elmers, I was kind of thinking about how to do this right. I think I'm just going to put it on there, put a small, spread it out with my finger and then glue them together. And then we'll leave it for 24 hours and see what happens. Okay, so we've been sitting here for 24 hours to let this stuff cure. So let's get it out of the way and see how good we did. So let's start up here with this mystery foam here. This is just packing material I had in a box of, I think it was a boat or something. So let's try this, see what the foam tack did. Foam tack didn't seem to hold that great on that. So we would say that packing stuff, whatever it is, type of foam, wasn't great for foam tack. Let's see the Elmers. Elmers Didn't even dry completely on that one. So whatever this stuff is, it's not good for gluing. So we'll leave that. Let's try the foam tack on the E-flite foam. This is from a Turbo Timber. And like usual, good bond. You still can tear it off there. Okay, let's try the Elmers. And the Elmers just came right off. Okay, not good for that foam. Even though it's still a little wet in there too. So this really doesn't cure that fast, I guess. All right, let's try the foam tack. This is just regular styrofoam. And it, just like regular styrofoam, it just comes right off on the styrofoam. So let's try the Elmers. Did it dry all the way? Oh, look at that now. It's actually holding that. Okay, so the Elmers for regular styrofoam seems to hold pretty good. Inside there, it's still a little tacky too. So maybe on foam too, you got to leave it set for longer than 24 hours. All right. So let's try the wood on foam. And this is E-flite foam, again from a Turbo Timber. And the wood in the foam tack, now that's holds really good on that one with the whole thing covered. You can get it off eventually, but that's taking foam and, well, not wood, but foam with it. So that held pretty good. Let's try the Elmers wood on foam. And that holds just as good. That's funny. I get it off a little bit easier. So no, it doesn't, and it did dry too. That one dried completely. I don't know why the other ones didn't dry. Maybe because they were tucked away inside, but that dried completely there. So that works pretty good. Elmer's works pretty good on glue-on foam. Foam tack still works better. Dollar store foam board with paper removed on one side. Well, both sides. It's foam to foam. So this is Elmer's. Let's try. So that's actually pretty good. So for school projects, dollar store foam board and Elmer's glue actually works quite well. I got it off there. And it's still, even inside, it still feels a little bit wet. So maybe let that cure a little longer. I don't know if it will hold them any better, but that's that. So the foam, dollar store foam board and the foam tack is like always. Foam to foam, just as good. So let's try this. This is the Elmer's on a Aero Scout hood. That just came right off. And that's still wet in there. So I probably should have left this a little bit longer. Like I said, I left it all overnight. When I first did this, I left the ones a couple days and it worked a lot better. What was this? Elmer's on, no, it's one we did already. All right, the foam tack on the Aero Scout thing, and it's held like foam tack always does. I got it to come apart, but the foam tack held better on that, of course. Now let's try the hinge. Foam tack hinge, good. Works like it always does. I could pull it apart if I wanted to, which I did. Foam tack hinges always work pretty good. Now here's the one. Oh, it's glued to it glued itself to the cardboard there a little bit. Hey, it's a hinge. I didn't figure it would do anything. It's probably the foam bending because Elmer's dries hard. Now it doesn't feel as good as the other one did. It feels a little loose, if you can see that there. And it came apart pretty easy. So I wouldn't trust Elmer's on a hinge either. But there you go. Elmer's glue all versus foam tack. So obviously the foam tack works better. It did work good on the dollar store foam board. So if you're doing a school project, It works good for that. But anyways, there we go. Foam tack doing versus glue all. Remember, this is a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. That's kind of what this was, just fun to see what would happen. Please like and subscribe for more. Thanks.
These are the blues I use. These are the blues I use. Blues, blues, blues.